Our next guest is probably the smelliest guest we've ever had. Well, I mean that in a nice way. No, I mean that in a really good way. You can smell her before you ever see her.
Or hear me before you see me.
Yeah, and she's a beautiful smell of like petrol off her. You know, what is it? What is it? It's lovely. It's beautiful.
It's a Tom Ford fragrance.
It's lovely.
She's wafting. She wafted in today.
If you let me know the name of that, I'll buy that for Ruth for Christmas and think of you.
Oh, Eamonn.
It's sad,
terrible, isn't it?
Don't write it.
She's so fragrant, you know, but a lot of people don't bother with, like, body hygiene or anything, you know what I mean? And I think it's lovely when someone...
Read the auto
washes their... OK, here we go.
He never does that.
She's sold millions of albums, been crowned a Strictly champion. I forgot that. That's right, you were.
Yes,
and
a judge.
A well-seasoned TV judge. But Alesha Dixon is now also a successful children's author.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Lightning Girl, and she's here to tell us all about it. So who is Lightning Girl? Tell us about her.
So Lightning Girl, well, that's the first book
Yeah.
in the series. It's actually going to be a 4-book series.
So Lightning Girl Superhero Squad
Yes.
is your second one?
That's the second book, and it's basically the story of an 11-year-old girl called Aurora Beam, who was on the playground one day and her younger sister was being bullied, and it sparked this emotional outburst in her, and she discovered that she is a superhero and she has superhero powers, as do all the other females in her family.
Is she like the Hulk? Does she sort of get angry and then the super...
Yeah, she has to learn how to control her emotions.
Yeah.
But basically, the Beam family are responsible for the light of the world. So the first book is all about her learning how to deal with the fact that she's a superhero, and the second book, obviously, you know, she has mission that she needs to accomplish, and it basically takes you on this journey with her, and it's all about friendship and teamwork and supporting each other and celebrating your differences.
And a bit of girl power.
Girl power as well.
Yeah. So what made you
brilliant.
want to write a book like this for children? What was your inspiration? What did you want them to get out of it?
Yeah, well, I've always loved writing, and it just felt like a really authentic, natural thing to do. I think when you have children and you're reading books to them and you're looking at the characters that they're inspired by, and I really wanted to create a young female superhero that could inspire boys and girls.
And that was lacking, I presume, when you started looking?
Well, superheroes that look like Aurora Beam are definitely lacking. You know, when I was a little girl reading stories, I don't remember any characters like Aurora Beam, so I definitely think there's a big place for her in the market.
Do you know, Alicia, it's funny you should say that. I mean, this year more than any, when I look at adverts on TV, I'm very aware now how multiracial they are, which makes me think, so up until now, it was literally a white Christmas.
Right.
Really, when you think about it.
Yeah, I think every child wants to feel included.
Yeah.
And wants to feel like they belong and are a part of something, and to identify, you know, with characters like Aurora Beam, it's important. And the best and most rewarding thing about this whole project is when parents write to me and they say, my child is reading for the first time, thank you, they're really passionate about your books, or, you know, thank you, my daughter can see herself in this character. But I must stress, it's, of course, not just for girls, not just for children of colour. This is a book for everyone, and it really is.
And what age group are you aiming?
It's middle grade, so I would say anything from 7 to 12.
Yeah. So your daughter's 5.
She's 5.
So a little bit young for her, but she obviously understands.
Yes. Azura's just learning how to read and doing really well. This is probably a bit advanced for her, but she knows Aurora, she knows the character. She'll often say to me, oh, Mummy, you know, my hair looks like Aurora Beam today. And she definitely was the driving force behind me wanting to do this.
Your fellow judge on Britain's Got Talent, Mr David Walliams, you know, best-selling children's author.
Yes.
So did you send him a copy? Were you nervous about his critique?
I sent him a copy of the first book. I need to send him a copy of the second one, actually. And just before we went live on Britain's Got Talent, he turned to me and he said, oh, thanks for the book. I read it. He said, I hate to admit it, but it's really good. And that meant so much, because what David has done is
his books are amazing.
Incredible. He's so inspiring to so many authors, and he proves what's possible, and I really look up to him.
You make it very attractive to pick up, I mean, the colours, the illustrations on it as well.
Yeah.
It's very jazzy.
Do you like my sprayed edges?
Yes, I do. Very much.
Pink,
very,
not all pink.
Look at my top. It kind of matches my book, doesn't
clever.
it?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Psychedelic.
So, listen, so there you are. You've got another book to write. You're in the process of writing
Yes,
the 4th.
so the third book in the series comes out in March, which is Super Secret Villain, and that's exciting. And then we're already in the process of doing the 4th book, which is out in September 2019.
When's the movie out?
That's what I'm working on, Eamonn.
Yeah.
Because that's what I see for her. You know, I really want to bring her to life. I can see her in animation, like a 3D movie.
Could I play some evil villain in it or something?
I'll think about that. I'll think about that.
She zaps.
There's still space.
She zaps into oblivion. brilliant.
Yeah, there's
Maybe.
space for an evil villain.
So while you're doing all that, writing and being a working mother, you're also hosting The Greatest Dancer. So this is a new BBC show on Saturday nights.
Saturday nights, yes.
BBC One in the new year.
Yes, starting in January.
So tell us, so Cheryl is one of the judges and fabulous OT.
Dance captains.
Dance captains.
Yeah, so we've got Oti Mabuse, Matthew Morrison and Cheryl.
And do Oti and Cheryl dance? Do you all get
You might get to see them dance, actually.
Because Cheryl's a fabulous dancer, Oti amazing, obviously.
Exactly. I mean, it's a brilliant show. Everyone that works on the show is passionate about dancing and has experience in dance, and you see every kind of genre that you could ever imagine. But the thing I love the most about the show is that the power lies with the audience. The captains don't actually get a say in who goes through.
Okay.
They're just there to give their opinion.
So is it interactive?
Initially.
Do the audience vote there and then?
So the audience have a control,
right.
and they have to press a button. Basically, the contestants are performing behind a large mirror in what looks like a dance studio. And if they get 75% of the audience vote, then the mirror opens. And that moment is just incredible. And they know that the audience is responsible for them going through, not the captains. And I think that's what makes it feel like it's the people show.
We've got Shirley Ballison.
I love Shirley, by the
today,
way.
yeah.
I absolutely love her. I want to meet her. I'm going to go and knock her
She
at the door.
should be here soon, so if you can
She's
hang
brilliant,
around.
isn't she?
Yeah, I think she is. And I really think she's settled this year, because it was hard for her to take over from Len.
It's always hard to take over
you
from
know,
anyone.
Everybody's comparing.
Yes,
you.
and we don't like change in this country. But we get used to it once it's happened.
So have you got a bit of time off now for Christmas?
A little
relaxing
bit.
time?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I've got a few things I'm juggling, but that's life, you know.
And is Aurora very excited, 5 years old?
Azura's watching, actually.
Is she?
Yeah, because she's at home. She's not very well. So hello, darling.
Azura.
Hope you feel a bit better.
Yeah.
Wherever you are. There you are. Hope you feel better, honey. Yeah, so she's watching.
New series of Britain's Got Talent there in the new year?
Yeah, so Britain's Got Talent auditions kick off middle of January. So I'll be juggling Britain's Got Talent and The Greatest Dancer.
You must be juggling everything, basically.
I
Life,
love it.
children,
I
what?
have to admit, I love it. And then when you get those quiet moments with your family, you really appreciate them more, don't you?
Well, we appreciate you finding time to come in and see us.
I love you guys
today.
so much. You're my fave.
Well, thank
Lightning
you.
Girl Superhero Squad out now.
Yes.
Very nice.
Alesha
guys.
Dixon, who smells just the way the jumper looks today. Just all very, very good. Lovely seeing you.
And you,
Thank you
honey.
very much indeed.